Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Viking Arms. Thank you so much to those of you who have been waiting for this to start. Massive hello to the first through the doors, who are the Gang of Four. And our favourite is back after what? How many? This is our third one.
Feels like years.
Like years. But Jeff Smith is back in the Viking Arms, back amongst all his mates. So good to have you back with us, Jeff. We've missed you. Actually, Jeff, if you have missed the last few episodes of this, I say episodes because, like, obviously we're running on seasons now. Yeah, you've had a mention every time, so you know it's good to have our loyal regular back. The Youngs are here, Mr. Olhausen. Good to have you on board with us. The Stewarts, all the way from Scotland, the Mays, the Mullet Gang, the Slovikovskis, the Lockwoods, the Coltises, all the regulars piling through. It's good to see you all, and Dr. Hughes.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God, do you get signal in Jersey?
He's having to cycle really hard to get the electricity going.
Powering that generator. Keep it going. Keep it going. Parsons here. The Coles are back as well. God, those are people crawling out of the woodwork for this. It must be because it's an Exiat special.
Is it special?
Well, it's just yeah, why not?
Okay,
yeah, if you say it is, then it is. Yeah. The Beasleys are here. The Bevans are here. The Mount Prides are here. The Greens are here. Look, they're all piling through the door. So good to see you all. As always, I've got Tam off to my right here, who is going to be checking on my behaviour and all of your comments. Wilson's in the distance somewhere. I think he's probably hunting more worms. I've just thrown away a worm about that big that he just brought through the door just in time for the start of the quiz. So he's probably gone out to find another one. So he'll come and say hello at some point. Who else have we got here? Yep, Jeff Smith. Yeah, 5 minutes of fame. Quite right. The Bonanza here. Hello, Jess, and all the rest of you lot. Who's with you, Jess? Have you got Sid and Austin, or is it just Austin tonight, or is it just you and Chris? The Rapple Moors are here. Dr. Rosario's here. Be honest with your score tonight, Dr. Rosario. The Manly Wars are here. Wendy Hill, or Wendy Ducker Hill is here. The Durkoops are back.
Oh,
brilliant. All the way from Switzerland. How's your lack of facial hair? I don't think that's for me.
I don't think that's
no. That's an in joke there in the comments, I think. Oh, there we go, Dr. Rosario. And the Humphreys are here as well. Okay, big shout outs this evening. Are going to go to, I think they're all here, but I'm sure they'll tell us if they are. Just because you make us laugh. This one's going out to the Beasleys, the Bikers, and the Scotchbrooks, who I kind of just always have in my mind as being. I haven't really met any of you in person, but I'd imagine you're kind of like the lad dads.
That's not true. You know Mr. Beasley.
Oh, yeah, I've met Mr. B. Yeah, and that's why you're the lad dads. There you go.
Or the Slough Tourist Board.
Yeah,
Mr.
you make us laugh every week. So big shout out to you lot. And obviously Jeff. Welcome back, Jeff. We're so happy that you're back. I mean, I've just been stalling for the last few weeks, just, hoping that you'd come back in. And Tam, you've got a special shout out this week as well.
I have got a special shout out. So this is to any of the year 12 and 13 senior rowers that played in our little netball tournament yesterday evening. You were all fantastic and you were impeccably behaved.
And the boys, they look quite impressive in their skirts.
The boys in their netball dresses. It was a good evening.
What's that noise?
Just fair play, they did it. It was freezing cold. They rocked up in little skirts and little dresses, and they all had a go, and it was brilliant.
It was very cold.
I had to wear my hat.
Yeah. Dr. Hughes says, I hope there are lots of Jersey questions tonight.
I think we might be a bit light on Jersey questions, to be fair, Dr. Hughes. If only we'd have known you were coming.
Yeah, I mean, if you were a regular to the Viking Arms, then, we could have prepared something. But as it is, you're not.
And it's too late.
Yeah. The Bonanza saying, Austin's out working, Sid's at uni. So it's just Jess and Chris tonight from the Bonanza. But that's enough for us. Right. Just going to go through the rules, but by the looks of it, I don't need to because you're all the regulars. You all know what's going on. But as usual, there will be 4 rounds of 11 questions, where the 11th question is a chance for you to have a chat, make a list, and also let us know how you're getting on. Obviously, 10 answers only. All the answers will be given out at the end, and the total will be marked out of 80. I'll read each question twice. Try not to cheat. Enjoy yourselves. Talk to us via the comments box. But obviously, keep it clean. It's a family show after all. And fortunately, look, Beasley's checked in. Scotchbrook's checking in now. The only one out from that little special shout out. The last lad, Dad, is
Missing the bikers.
the bikers. Good evening from the Scotchbrooks. A Guinness, a G&T, and 3 Cokes.
That's a crazy evening.
No, I think that's the order. That's the order. It's come in. We're a pub, remember?
Oh, yes. Give me a mo. It's been a long week. I'll catch up in a second.
Hasn't it just? And for the teachers joining us, I hope you had a lovely parents' conference as well. It's a great way to finish off before an Exeat. It's like that final nail in the coffin just to finish you off before the weekend. Hope that all went well too. And the Edamos have joined us just now as well. Right, we are going to. Can you buy the? Of course, you can buy the publican a pint. When you come to pick Nino over, when you come to pick Nino up, absolutely, not a problem with that at all.
He's not taking bribery though. You're not being bribed, are you? You're still going to be fair. Yeah, excellent. Good, good.
Right, we are going to crack on. So, first round, as always, is general knowledge. Question number 1. At which Parisian station does the Eurostar stop? At which Parisian station does the Eurostar stop? Where is the end of the line?
You were quite final on that. That stop. That was quite some.
Well, I was just reading. It was one of those times when I was reading the question, thinking, "Have I written that properly? Is there another Parisian station? Does it stop somewhere else before it gets to
it stops and then goes
terminus?" Who have we got here? The Pedretts are with us as well. Good evening, all.
Lovely.
This is too hard already, says Dr. Hughes.
Dr. Hughes.
Come on, geography. Are you still geography? Do you still do a bit of geography? You're dabbling with that? This should be right up your street. Question number 2. Which European country has the international dialing code 0049? Which European country has the international dialing code 0049? Who else has joined us just now? The Houghtons are back with us. I don't think the Houghtons were with us last week. You had a special shout out last week, but I don't know if you caught that or not. The Moyers are here. So that's Maria Moyer, the new HR manager at Ship Lake, with beer and gin, I presume. Names of their dogs. The bikers are here. There we go. I've got the complete set.
Where?
There.
Oh, it's only just popped up on my screen. Oh, wow.
And the Jolly Mahoney. Good afternoon from South Carolina, USA. That's awesome.
Taking time out on your Friday afternoon. That's brilliant. I love that.
So, that's definitely the most exotic place I think we've got tonight. Jersey, no, Dr. Hughes, before you say. Slough, maybe.
Anyway, we'll start with the quiz.
Yes, question number 3. Which Scottish city is known as the oil capital of Europe? Which Scottish city is known as the oil capital of Europe? I was about to jump in and say, the Harpers are here as well at the bar.
Stop getting distracted.
Well, it's nice, isn't it?
It is nice.
It is nice when everyone comes rolling in. Rolling out. Question number 4. George Clooney shot to fame in which medical drama? George Clooney shot to fame in which medical drama? Are the knots here? They've not declared yet, Mrs. Passmore. So if the knots are here, you're being missed by Mrs. Passmore. So do say hello. Where am I to? Question 5. Which baked item is spelt the same as the name of a castle near Perth? Which baked item is spelt the same as the name of a castle near Perth? There you go, Mrs. Passmore. All is good. The knots are here.
You had a little frown when you were reading that question.
What does that mean?
Like you were really concentrating.
It's been
a long week.
It's been a very long week.
No, Ed, not Aussie Perth.
Obviously not Aussie Perth.
No.
Come on. Question number 6. A monument to which ship was opened in Belfast in 2012? A monument to which ship was opened in Belfast in 2012? Yeah, the Dirkup said there's no castles over there because obviously it's not that old really, is it? What?
Don't make me huff at you.
Okay.
Just read the question.
Oh, stop. Question number 7. Who played the genie in the 2019 film Aladdin? Who played the genie in the 2019 film Aladdin? Question number 8. According to the proverb, what is someone who is penny wise? According to the proverb, what is someone who is penny wise? I'm actually thinking of that. So this one's for Dr. Hughes. When Dr. Hughes was here, we went on an epic trip to China.
Oh God!
I won't go into great detail, Dr. Hughes. Don't worry, rest easy. There was myself, Dr. Hughes, and Mr. Jones, and I was having a great chat with my tutees the other day about what happened in China.
Don't worry, Dr. Hughes.
Don't worry, Dr. Hughes. I kept it as clean as I could. That was a brilliant trip. Anyway, enough of that. Sorry. Number 9. Who co-piloted the Millennium Falcon with Han Solo in the Star Wars film A New Hope? Who co-piloted the Millennium Falcon with Han Solo in the Star Wars film A New Hope? What happened in China stays in China. Quite right. Indeed. But for those of you who think, if you remember Dr. Hughes, I mean, it's been gone a while now. But yeah, no, he can dance. Anyway, question number 10, last one on this one. I'll be over myself. Whitby is on the coast of which sea? Whitby is on the coast of which sea? And finally, question 11. So we've been playing a lot of the what's that game called we play? Mapominos. So
no. Let's be strictly accurate. We've played Mapominos a couple of times.
Yeah, but it's what inspired this question.
Okay.
Can you name 10 countries that border Russia? Can you name 10 countries that border Russia? 10 answers only. So you don't, we've had this before. You can't just write loads and loads of countries and hope for the best. 10 answers maximum. What countries border Russia? And for those of you who are keen on just talking to us rather than answering the questions, it's Friday night. It's the start of an EXIAT.
You know what we're going to
ask. What's on the menu for tonight? How have you been treating yourselves this evening? It's cold, wet, miserable evening out there. So how have you been spoiling yourselves? We had something which we've not had for ages. We had enchiladas. It was amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a big treat tonight. Enchiladas and yeah, lovely. That's as far as I can go with it, really. Apart from a glass of ginger ale, just keep it clean for the.
I have to say, you're not doing much tonight for sort of like setting the scene of an exciting life. You said we play Mapominos a lot, and we've got a glass of ginger ale. Like,
yep.
Lockdown life.
That's wedded bliss for you.
How rude.
Oh, how life has changed. Right, and the answers are coming in. Waitrose curry for the whites, nice. Steak frites for the houters. Not just steak and chips, steak frites.
That makes it classy.
Crispy duck and homemade cookies. Ooh. Nice.
Is it Louisa's homemade cookies again? Because I hear they're very, very good.
Where did you get the turbot from? Turbot and triple cooked chips. Have you been down? Is that an
Orwell's?
Is that an Orwell's? Have you been down at Orwell's? Crab linguine, mac and cheese, sausage and mash, rips, mash and beans. What's rips? No. Is that an Aussie word for prawns? Spice merchant takeaway. Spice merchant takeaway. My word. The assistant bursar's doing well for himself, isn't he? Ribs, not rips. Okay, fair enough. The cultists say yes, it is.
To Louise's, it being Louise's cookies.
Ah, okay. Spag bowl for the Oldhausens.
Oh no, the Scotch books have got a gruel special again.
Gruel ash. He does love his gruel. The Mays have got katsu curry tonight. Nice. Pasta with bacon and peas. Marmite tofu. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, the Harpers, weren't you the one? You came out with that funny drink as well. Do you remember when we did this a while ago, and you came out with some weird drink that you said you were having? I can't remember now. But anyway, Marmite tofu. Dominoes for the Cordells.
Can I just highlight Mrs. Young, potentially the classiest answer yet?
Champagne and a Ferrero Rocher.
Do you want to go for that
A
again?
Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero.
I hope you're all still thinking of your 10 countries to go around Russia. The bikers are having a curry. Gimba, that was it. From the
Gimba,
Harpers.
that's it.
What else have we got?
Homemade cottage
Orecchietti,
pie.
to use a more fancy name.
And curries. Oh.
Fish paste on toast.
Mrs. Rappaport.
How's that a treat for Friday night?
I'm thinking the gruel sounds better.
Spare ribs and Malbec for the Beasleys.
Very good.
Meringues are still in the oven. Cooling, I hope. Cooling in the oven. Because that's what you do. Very good. Right. That's enough of that. You're actually making me hungry again. All right. We're going on to round 2. Round 2 is an old favourite. We're going on to food and drink. So for number 1.
What does Mrs. Rappaport have on toast?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
That's not a question. Please don't write that down.
That, like, back when I was a kid and when I used to have to pack lunches to school, you knew it was a bad day when Mum used to put fish paste in the sandwiches.
Oh, my bad day was sandwich spread.
It was fish paste and liver sauce.
Oh,
anyway,
grief.
We were so poor. Number 1, food and drink. What are soba and udon types of? What are soba and udon types of? It's not nice at all what you're on about. Question 2. Which type of pasta is shaped like a corkscrew? Which type of pasta is shaped like a corkscrew? Question number 3. Which alcoholic beverage's name means water of life in Gaelic? Which alcoholic beverage's name means water of life in Gaelic? This is a much more accessible round. Question number 4. How many eyes does a coconut have?
Depends how many you draw on it.
How long have you been working on that one? How many eyes does a coconut have?
It just came to me. I don't prepare these things.
I'm sorry about that, everybody.
It's been a long week. This is genuinely the best I can do.
Number 5. A bisque is what type of dish? A bisque, is it a bisque or a bisque?
Bisque.
A bisque. A bisque is what type of dish?
Mr. Beasley says there's no eyes in it, and he spells it that way.
Got it. What?
That's how long the week has been. You were having to take some time.
You what?
Getting that one.
Sometimes they do. What? Where am I up to? Question number 6. What are the bunches in which bananas are grown known as? What are the bunches in which bananas are grown known as? Question 7. The name of which Italian cheese means recooked? The name of which Italian cheese means recooked? Do you reckon Jeff Smith's still out there?
Yes. He's just very diligent with his question answering. He's writing a lot.
I think he's crying because he was given such a warm welcome into the pub.
He's with his friends.
Question number 8. What colour is a chantenay? What colour is a chantenay? Food and drink, always a popular round. Question number 9. What colour is the Sangiovese grape? What colour is the Sangiovese grape? Question number 10. The Mexican liqueur Kahlua has what flavor? The Mexican liqueur Kahlua has what flavor? And question number 11.
Ooh.
You see, now I've written this, but I don't. I hope you get the idea. Right. Can you name the 10 biggest restaurant stroke fast food chains in the UK by the amount of revenue they generate? So what are the 10 biggest restaurant stroke fast food chains in the UK by revenue? Is that a fair enough way of putting it?
Yes.
So the 10 biggest fast food stroke restaurant chains in the UK by revenue. Shiplake Kitchen. Well, they do certainly get through a lot, yeah. And whilst, yeah, that's clear enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure if it's not, people soon let us know. They normally do. And whilst you're thinking of that, comments in the box. Weekend highlights. It's an X-out weekend. We've got a whole extra day to play with. What are our weekend highlights? What are we doing, Tam?
Now, we did this last weekend, and Mr. Brown, I think, was slightly despairing of how boring we were. So should we expose our dullness again?
What are we doing then?
Well,
I know what we're doing tomorrow morning. We're going to see something very exciting, but I'm not allowed to say what that is.
Say. Bit of nice dog walking. Maybe go to Henley and walk the dog. It's good for you.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Some of our lovely colleagues are interviewing. Yeah, on an X-out weekend. Mr. Olhausen, in fact, who's mentioned that. Yeah. Some of the teachers are still working tomorrow morning, doing some interviews.
Yes.
Stay Strong. I can't remember the team name for this. What's Stay Strong? Can't remember the name. It's not the Lockwood, is it? It's the Stay Strong. You're watching Chelsea Football Club. Nice. Luke, you're watching your parents doing Rovember.
Oh, very good.
We'll get around to that next week. Yeah. And Dr. Hughes. Okay, so yeah, all right. This is why being in Jersey right now could be all right. On the beach, sunbathing. Well, will he be sunbathing? At least he would be playing on the beach. At least we get that. Pedritz, that's it. Thank you. Yeah, so it'll be the Pedritz watching Chelsea Football Club, and Jeff. He does love a quiz. Shampooing carpets for the Moyers. Yeah,
that's almost as exciting as you having to clean the deck. that's your weekend highlight. That
is actually my weekend highlight. I'm cleaning the deck.
You've got new equipment. You've got new sort of spray stuff and everything. What more do you need?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yes, there you go.
That's what I do my weekends off. Clean. That's the thing I've got to look forward to the most. I get to clean the deck, fix an outside light, and walk the dog. If you're lucky, I'll get you a takeaway coffee when we walk the dog. Oh, living the dream. The dream. The actual dream. Well, I think shampooing carpets is a very close second to that, though. And the Hills are watching Chelsea too. It's quite a Chelsea contingent. Right, we're going on to round 3. Round 3 is all about science. Just for you, Dr. Rob. Question number 1. What is the most abundant gas in the Earth's atmosphere? Oh, happy birthday, Mrs. Beasley. Oh, happy birthday. Yeah. We won't sing because that is not a birthday treat for anybody. No, there's no singing on this. Singing not at all. This show. Hope you have a good weekend. Dr. Cesario, I'm expecting 20 out of 20 for this, but yeah, we'll see. You can tell me on Monday. Again. Right, question 2. Which famous British physicist wrote A Brief History of Time? Which famous British physicist wrote A Brief History of Time? Question number 3. What modern-day country was Marie Curie born in? What modern-day country was Marie Curie born in? Question number 4. What is the biggest planet in our solar system? That one's for Eddie. Hmm? Question number 5. Which oath of ethics taken by doctors is named after an ancient Greek physician? Which oath of ethics taken by doctors is named after an ancient Greek physician? I don't normally do repeats, but as it's your birthday, question 2 was which famous British physicist wrote a brief history of time? Question number 6. What is a material that will not carry an electrical charge called? What is a material that will not carry an electrical charge called? Why are you giggling off to the side? What?
It's fine. Just keep going.
Is it? Was it that one?
Yeah.
Paul, it's because no one's offered me a job. I'd love to. Of course, I'd love to. But there we are. What's wrong with my voice?
You've got a beautiful voice, darling. Keep going. You're doing marvellously.
I don't know what question we're on now. Question number 7.
Excellent.
How many teeth does an adult human have? How many teeth does an adult human have? Anyone in the chat? What was it? I'm in the chat. I'll tell you what question 4 is. I'm in a generous mood. It's next year weekend. Question 4. What is the biggest planet in our solar system?
Never let it be said you're not a generous man.
There you go. Question number 8. On the periodic table, what symbol stands for silver? And a little bird tells me there was a year 10. I think Dr. Drosario did a quiz for the year 10s this week, like an inter-house quiz. And I think he might have copied this question.
Who won?
Skipwith came second, apparently. Don't know who won. I'm sure he'll tell us. Did I say question 6? Question 7. What's wrong with people tonight?
I think you might have been distracted.
Question 7
you did say that
is
one.
How many teeth does an adult human have? Question 8, on the periodic table, what symbol stands for silver? And now on to question 9, which 2 planets lack moons? Now, there's only 1 point available for this, so if you only get one of the planets, we don't do half marks. Which 2 planets lack moons? It was Everett. They won.
And now Mr. Olhausen saying Orchard came second. Where did Skipwith come?
I was told they came second.
Oh.
Little tykes. Question 10. In electronics, what do the letters DC stand for? In electronics, what do the letters DC stand for? And question 11, there's loads of answers to this one. So you should be all right, but we'll soon see. Can you name... Well, Dr. Drosario should be all right.
This is where he will get his 80-odd points, I think.
I always forget. Do you teach physics or chemistry? Which one? So you might not be. I don't know. Anyway, can you name 10 elements beginning with the letters S or C? So can you name 10 elements that you would find on the periodic table beginning with the letters S or C, as we thought this was a bit of a Shiplake College quiz.
That was good. That was
Yeah.
good.
S or C. What does he say? It's part of electrolysis.
They've gone into science talk.
Do I want the symbol? I want the names. I don't want symbols beginning with S or C. I want actual names of elements in the periodic table beginning with the letters S or C. See, actually, I think I've probably quite annoyed Dr. Drosario because I always ask, do you do chemistry or physics?
I mean, it's a bit rude, isn't it, not to know what your colleague teaches?
I know what he teaches. It's like when I wind up Mrs. Rapplemore because I'm convinced she's still part-time.
Just to say, with anyone that works with Mr. Settle, I don't know how you do it. I'm pleased he's out of the house every day.
She gets furious with me.
I don't blame her.
Well, she says, "Oh, why are you putting me on cover again?"
She says you're hilarious. And not
Keith,
in a good way.
DT teacher. Don't teach teacher. As if. Actually, Dr. Hughes, I still have got issues with you having made me teach so much, and then you left. Anyway, whilst you're thinking of your 10 elements, we've been busy. Well, sort of busy. Because we've been locked down and we've been a bit bored. We've actually got underway with some of our Christmas sort of preparations, and actually, a number of people who I work with have started to tell me that they've already put their trees up and their decorations up because it's so miserable and we're locked in. So, just as a side chat here, how far have you gone with Christmas preparations? Are the decorations up? Are the presents wrapped? Are they all bought? Are the cards written? There we go. The Greens, straight in there. The decorations are up.
That's a statement by Mrs. Green.
Yeah, we're not there yet. We're going to wait till the 1st. But
then we're there.
you can't see it, but I'm literally wedged in up against the desk right now and I'm not allowed to look under the desk.
No.
Because there's all sorts of Amazon parcels under there. The Bevans have done nothing.
Thank goodness. Mrs. Coulter has put the sprouts on. They'll be ready in time, Mrs. Coulter. Just keep the gas going.
The Houghtons have been lighting reindeer. A bit cruel.
Oh.
The humbugs are purchased. Christmas doesn't start until the 1st. Exactly. Well,
1st of December.
Decorations up.
Yes,
but
I'm having the decorations.
We're going to enjoy December and not have to worry about the shopping. I think that's where we're at. The paper is purchased. Christmas cake is fermenting.
Do you mean resting or feeding? Fermenting is a bit
bubbling away somewhere. It's going to be a spicy one.
Like sourdough.
Yeah. Look, the Hills, they've got their decorations up.
I like this.
Luke's bought Ed a present.
Oh. Have you bought me a present?
Yeah. Oh, what's this? Written a list of who we need to buy for. They've not bought anything, though. Oops.
Oh, Mrs. Bernanda's putting a lot of brandy in her Christmas cake. When you say a lot, Jess, do you mean multiple bottles of, or a good slosh every now and again?
And whilst this is ongoing, 10 elements of the periodic table, beginning with the letters S or C.
Let's bring it back to earth again.
Is Christmasium an element? Well, I can't say, can I? It might be. The Pedrits are saying, does kryptonite count? No. Good slosh. That is a dad joke. Okay, you can. Special shout out not only goes to Biker, Scotchbrook, and Beasley. Mr. Durkoop, you've joined the group. There you go. Right, we are going to move on to round 4, which is all about sport. So here we go. Question number 1 in the sport round. Which local football team were known as the Biscuit Men up until the 1980s? Which local football team were known as the Biscuit Men up until the 1980s? Now, those of you watching from abroad might be a bit of an unfair question for you, but if you just want to think of where we are, that's all I can. That's the only clue I can offer you, really.
Wow.
Yeah. Well,
no, you can't do much more than that, to be fair.
No. Question 2. In the years 2014 to 2019, the London Marathon was won 4 of the 5 times by which African runner? In the years 2014 to 2019, the London Marathon has been won in 4 of the 5 races by which African runner? Edward, hold your horses. Hold your horses. Question number 3. Who holds the record for the largest margin of victory for any major at 15 strokes? Who holds the record for the largest margin of victory for any major at 15 strokes?
You just read that like a man who was reading a question about a sport he has no concept of.
Well, I'm sure the answer is a bit inappropriate in a way.
Well, I know, but you know, your choice of question, what can I say?
Okay.
Okay, well, let's go with who held the record.
Who held? All right. I'll read the question as it was when I copied it, but okay. Up until 2018, who held the record for the largest margin of victory for any major at 15 strokes? There you go. Question number 4. Which American city is home to the following sports teams? The Rockets, the Astros, the Texans, and Dynamo. Which American city is home to the following sports teams? The Rockets, the Astros, the Texans, and Dynamo. Question number 5. In which British city would you find the Alexander Stadium athletics track? In which British city would you find the Alexander Stadium athletics track? Luke, have you gone back to Switzerland for the weekend? Just thinking, because if Luke's there with his parents, either you've gone to Switzerland for the weekend or they're over here for the weekend. Question 6. What was that question for? Question 4. In which American city would you find the Rockets, the Astros, the Texans, and Dynamo? Oh, you went to Switzerland. Nice. Question 6. Which nation caused one of the biggest upsets in rugby union history when they defeated South Africa at the 2015 Rugby World Cup? Which nation caused one of the biggest upsets in rugby union history when they defeated South Africa at the 2015 Rugby World Cup?
So there was a rugby question for Dr. Hughes. That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Something for everybody in this round.
Yeah, something for everybody.
Right. Question 7. Kangwa, Janasek, and Empaka are all manufacturers associated with which sport? Kangwa, Janasek, and Empaka are all manufacturers associated with which sport? There you go. Like I said, Ed, something for everybody there. Question number 8. Which Asian nation has qualified for the World Cup on 2 occasions, in 1966 and in 2010? Which Asian nation has qualified for the World Cup on 2 occasions, in 1966 and 2010? I can't have. I'm not doing a rugby round. No way. I've put there's one rugby question in this round, and that's as far as I could go with it.
It's beyond comprehension otherwise.
Whoa, it's just not. It's sport. It's not all about rugby, is it?
I have to say, I'm a little upset. There's absolutely no netball questions in this week.
Oh well. Question number 9. What year was tennis originally introduced as an Olympic sport? Was it 1896, 1924, or 1968? In which year was tennis originally introduced as an Olympic sport? Was it 1896, 1924, or 1968? I should, of course, say, hello, Mrs. Pally Evans, because she's not checked in yet. That was it. Actually, Mrs. Pally Evans, normally you should really just check in and say, hello, we're here. Looking, great to be here.
I think
you can't check in with a complaint about the quality of the questions.
No, there might have been a check-in and I think we might have missed it.
Well, I'll take it back then.
Yes, look, hello everybody. Apologies.
I'll take it back. Question number 10. Hollywood stars Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney this week were confirmed as the new owners of which football club? Hollywood stars Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney.
Beautiful.
This week, is he? This week were confirmed as the new owners of which football club?
That was quick, considering what a long week you've had. You were on that one quite speedily.
It's the ginger ale. It's going right to my head.
We know how to live.
And finally, for tonight, question 11. Can you name the 10 most successful British athletes at the Olympic Games in terms of medals won? Can you name the 10 most British...
No,
it's going
try
so well.
again. Go
Name
again.
the 10 most successful British athletes at the Olympic Games in terms of medals won.
Well done.
So across all of the modern Olympics, which British athletes have won the most Olympic medals? The 10 highest achieving...
Oh, you're reinventing the wheel with this one, aren't you?
Well, I worry that I've not really explained it very well, but there we are.
What can you do?
What can I do? Haven't really got a sort of a side question for tonight. Ask us questions. You got a question for us? Keep it clean.
How do we cope with
Obviously.
such an exciting lifestyle?
Yeah. How do we manage? It's high speed in the Settle household, isn't it?
Yes.
Non-stop. As the dogs collapse behind me on the floor, as Wilson's in his little nest. Not including Paralympics, just Olympics. Otherwise, I would have said, wouldn't I?
Well,
I would have.
let's not. Yeah.
you know.
It's worth questioning, isn't it? Let's be fair.
Show us. I'm not sure. The dog weighs about 40 kilos. I'm not lifting the dog up onto the camera. And Wilson is...
Shall I try and get the nest without him getting out?
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. What are you going to see tomorrow? Oh! Well, I've been told I'm not allowed to...
Well, it sounds a bit showy.
We're getting a new kitchen. Now she's gone. Yeah, we've got a new kitchen being designed. We're going to go and check out our new kitchen. That's how, again, so much excitement. Oh, got it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Like the king he is, he resides in his throne. Look at the state of him.
No one's really asked to see Wilson tonight, but I'm just gonna... There you go. He'll just stay here. There you go. You can admire him there. I'm losing this round, but at least I've got the champagne. Oh, is he going to...
Let me take him back.
There we go. There we are.
Gosh, he likes to be carried around like this now. It's his own
It's like a sedan chair, yeah. He's still in it. She's just thrown him out onto the landing.
Carried him gently, I think you'll find.
Good evening, Brazzles. Yes, he's got so big. Oh, are you talking about the cat?
We did say portion control, darling. Portion control.
I need to portion a bit more control. 10 most successful British athletes at the Olympic Games in terms of medals won.
He's still in it.
Yeah.
He's not moved. He's quite happy with his life.
New kitchen, very nice. I hope it is.
Well,
It's our spring project.
We shall see.
Right. Let's start to wrap this up. Thanks again for coming. Hope you've all had a nice time this evening. And as always, that you feel at home in the Viking Arms. We will be back here next week for another lockdown special.
But special news.
Yeah, so although that's the last of the lockdown specials, assuming that we're out of lockdown, we do have a special date for your diaries. And that is that the week after will be not the lockdown special, but drum roll.
Oh, hold on.
It's the Christmas special.
Christmas special.
There's going to be a Christmas special of the quiz on the 4th of December. So basically, you're stuck with us for the next 2 weeks. So end of lockdown special next week, Christmas special the week after. There'll be Christmas trees, decorations, party hats,
dreadful Christmas themed questions.
We're going to dress Wilson up.
Maybe a mince pie.
Yeah. And actually, if it's a Christmas special, and that's already got a good reception there, like what do we do? The speech day special. You can send us pictures of yourselves enjoying Christmas. You know, you can all.
Should I break out the Christmas jumper?
Yeah. You can all look like Val Dunican sitting around the fire, and looking Christmassy. Right. I suppose you want some answers.
Mr. Scotch, but Christmas has indeed come. We know we spoil you. That's all we can say.
Right, here we are. The answers. Back to general knowledge. At which Parisian station does the Eurostar stop? I was looking for Le Gare du Nord.
Looking for? I'm hunting still.
Can I do this?
Sorry, I've gone a bit high.
The international dialing code 0049 is for Germany. The oil capital of Europe is Aberdeen. George Clooney shot to fame in ER. The baked item, which is spelt the same as a castle near Perth, is scone or scone, whatever you want.
Scone is the castle.
SCONE. The monument to which ship is the Titanic? Will Smith played Aladdin. No, didn't. Will Smith played the genie in Aladdin.
Yes.
According to the proverb, what is someone who is penny wise? They are pound foolish. Who co-piloted the Millennium Falcon? That was Chewbacca. And Whitby is on the coast of the North Sea. 10 countries that border Russia. So you could have had Azerbaijan, Belarus, China, Estonia, Finland, Georgia, Kazakhstan, North Korea, Latvia, Lithuania, Mongolia, Norway, Poland, and the Ukraine. So any of those, or any 10 of those, maximum 10 points, don't cheat. On to question 1 of food and drink. Soba and udon are types of noodles. The corkscrew pasta is fusilli. Alcoholic beverage with water, meaning what?
You're going a bit fast.
Goggle box is on at 9. Which alcoholic beverage's name means water of life? That was whiskey. How many eyes does a coconut have? 3. A bisque is you can have soup, but it's a shellfish soup. Bunches of bananas are known as hands. The Italian cheese meaning recooked is ricotta. The color of a Chardonnay is orange. The color of a Sangiovese grape is red. Kahlua is coffee flavored. And the 10 biggest restaurant / fast food chains in the UK by the amount of revenue they take in is, and in order, the top one is McDonald's, then it's Starbucks, then Costa, then Domino's, then Pret a Manger, KFC, Nando's, Subway, Burger King, and Pizza Hut.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Round 3, science. The most abundant gas in the Earth's atmosphere is nitrogen. The British physicist who wrote A Brief History of Time is Stephen Hawking. Marie Curie was born in Poland. The biggest planet in our solar system is Jupiter. The oath of ethics is named after which oath of ethics taken by doctors is named after an ancient Greek physician? It's the Hippocratic Oath. A material that doesn't carry an electrical charge is an insulator. An adult has 32 teeth. The chemical symbol for silver is Ag. The 2 planets that lack moons, remember, you've got to have both answers for the point, they're Mercury and Venus. The letters DC stand for direct current. And the 10 elements, there's quite a lot of them. 10 only. The S is first. You can have samarium, scandium, seaborgium, selenium, silicon, silver, sodium, strontium, and sulfur. And the ones beginning with C are cadmium, cesium, calcium, californium, carbon, cerium, chlorine, chromium, cobalt, copernicum, copper, and curium, but not christmasium.
Or kryptonite.
No. That did not make the list. Sport round. The Biscuit Men were Reading. It was Reading Football Club. The African runner to win the London Marathon that many times was Eliud Kipchoge. The golfer, it doesn't say golf, is it? The guy who holds the record for the largest margin of victory at any major of 15 straight, whatever that means. Tiger Woods.
Told you, not
Which American city is home to the Rockets, the Astros, the Texans, and Dynamo? It's Houston. In which British city would you find the Alexander Stadium athletics track? That's Birmingham. Which nation defeated South Africa in the 2015 Rugby World Cup? Was Japan. Kangwa, Yanisek, and Mpaka are all associated with rowing. The Asian nation that's qualified for the World Cup only on 2 occasions is North Korea. When was tennis originally introduced as an Olympic sport? Was 1896. Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney have become the new owners of Wrexham Football Club. And the 10 most successful British athletes of the Olympic Games in terms of the medals that they've won, in order. So number 1 is Bradley Wiggins. Then it's Chris Hoy. Then it's Jason Kenny. Then Steve Redgrave, then Ben Ainsley, then Jack Beresford, then Henry Taylor, Max Whitlock, Catherine Granger, and Kathleen McCain Godfrey. Tennis player from the 1920s.
Yes.
With 5 medals, 1 gold, 2 silver, 2 bronzes.
That's fantastic.
There you go. Right, hopefully that's all clear enough. So tot up your scores. What have you got out of 80? Be honest, Dr. Rob.
Bound to be about 82.
And whilst you're adding your scores up, thanks again for being with us tonight. We've loved having you along. Obviously, we hope that you'll have a great Exeat weekend and that you look after yourselves in this lockdown time. So first to declare, the Rappel Moors with 66, Passmore's on 67, the Slovikovskis coming in at 60, Humphreys on a modest 56 for the Humphreys, the Durkoops on 50, the Mullet Gang are on 55, a few more to come in, the Cliffs are on 63, so who's leading the way currently? The Passmore's are leading the way on 67, I wonder how long that will go. Brentons are here, nice of you to say hello. Brentons are on 61. Bevans are on 57. The Cordells are on 61. Dr. Hughes on a modest 58. The Mays on 53. Dr. Rosario 79. Whatever. The Fishers are here. Good evening. 60 for them. The Bonanza are on 55. The Pedrits are on 52. I've got it now. I've remembered. The Harpers are on 51. The Houghtons on 61. The Scotchbrooks in at 68.
Ooh,
I think that's a winning score.
That's a good score.
The Beasley's on 56. And the Hills are on 55. Bikers on 59. Backworth Pride's 57. Edimo's 51. The Knots on 64. Mrs. Rappel. Scone is a palace, not a castle. Oh, now's not the time. Come on. She's on 60. I'm going to say you're on 59, just for the cheek. Radford's on 66. Good old Jeff Smith is on 54. The Lockwoods are on 65. Baxter's 51. The Greens are on a very modest 51. And I think we've probably got most of them. So that means the winners,
Scotchbrooks.
Going to say the Scotchbrooks, yeah? Is that on 68?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one can beat the 668.
Goodness me, that's good.
If you can beat 68, you've got to say now. Joint third for the Rappel Moors. Manly Wars are on 60.
Ooh.
Yeah, well done, Scotchbrooks.
Good
Congratulations.
work.
Right, that is us. Thanks again for joining us. And there's more scores coming in. I'll be here all night.
Put the Christmas quiz in your diaries.
Christmas quiz, 4th of December, end of lockdown special.
We might have a horrendous
Next
trophy
week.
to give away as well. You never know.
Oh my God, promise the earth. Yeah, right. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Have a lovely evening.
See you later.